In the world of politics, every sticker, every handshake, and every ad comes with a price tag. Election fraud, Russian involvement, the CIA effect, rigging allegations. Does any of that even matter against unlimited funding? Behind the scenes of political campaigning, the truth is often stranger than fiction. It is a revelation that will change the way you see elections forever. So, as the campaign heats up and the pressure mounts, one question remains: how much is too much when it comes to winning an election? Let's find out. As we delve deeper into the realm of campaign finance in US elections, recent filings reveal a startling reality. The 2022 elections shattered spending records, shedding light on the staggering amounts of money in play. For candidates vying for House and Senate seats, fundraising has morphed into a relentless pursuit, consuming precious time and energy that could be devoted to governance. Picture this: politicians, already tasked with legislative duties, find themselves entrenched in a relentless cycle of fundraising. It's akin to a second full-time job, especially for those embroiled in hotly contested races. Yet this endless pursuit comes at a significant cost. Hours spent courting donors translate into hours diverted from crucial legislative and oversight responsibilities. Calls for reform echo through the chambers of Congress, with bipartisan proposals seeking to remedy our fractured campaign finance system. Take, for instance, the bipartisan bill introduced by Representatives Mike Gallagher and Dean Phillips. Their proposal aims to curb fundraising activities while Congress is in session, potentially alleviating the burden on lawmakers. But for now, the pressure cooker of fundraising remains at full boil, particularly for candidates in fiercely competitive races. Let's break down the numbers to grasp the enormity of this financial juggernaut during the 117th Congress, a staggering $1.1 billion. The combined war chest amassed by House incumbents seeking re-election between January 2021 and December 2022. This translates to a median fundraising haul of $2.1 million per member, averaging around $2,800 per day. Freshman members of the 117th Congress didn't escape the fundraising frenzy either. With a median fundraising amount of $2.9 million, they raked in an average of $3,900 per day, showcasing the relentless pace of modern political finance. For House incumbents in toss-up races, the stakes were even higher. With a median fundraising amount of $5.3 million, or approximately $7,200 per day, these candidates juggled not only the demands of their constituents, but also the relentless pursuit of financial support. Meanwhile, in the Senate arena, the numbers soared to unprecedented heights. A whopping $758 million was raised collectively by senators seeking re-election between January 2021 and December 2022. Notably, Senator Raphael Warnock of Georgia single-handedly accounted for 24% of this sum, raising a staggering $184 million, an average of $260,000 per day. The numbers don't lie. Fundraising has become a paramount concern for lawmakers, with sitting senators averaging $11.4 million in campaign contributions, while those not up for re-election still pulled in a median of $1.8 million. A concerning trend emerges as we scrutinize the sources of these funds. A staggering 93% of members of the 117th Congress maintained leadership PACs, often criticized as conduits for special interests. Between January 2021 and December 2022, these PACs amassed a total of $243 million, with a mere 14% attributed to small-dollar donors. Even freshman House members aren't immune to this fundraising frenzy. 44 of them have already formed leadership PACs, indicating a worrying trend of early PAC formation among new lawmakers. As we navigate the labyrinth of campaign finance, one thing becomes abundantly clear: the pursuit of political power comes with a hefty price tag. Fast forward to the brink of the 2024 elections, and the nation braces for yet another whirlwind of political fervor. But to truly comprehend the financial behemoth that is a presidential election, let's journey back to the numbers of 2020, a year etched in the annals of history. The 2020 presidential race between incumbent President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden shattered all previous spending records. Anticipated to hover around a jaw-dropping $11 billion, this figure nearly doubles the adjusted inflation costs of the 2016 race, as reported by the Center for Responsive Politics. However, the 2020 election cycle wasn't just monumental for its financial magnitude, it unfolded amidst the backdrop of a global pandemic. The stakes were sky-high, with supporters on both sides sparing no expense. Now, let's dissect some of the costs associated with running a presidential campaign in 2020. Media. In the relentless battle for the White House, candidates spare no expense in broadcasting their message far and wide. Joe Biden, for instance, has allocated a whopping $236.8 million, a staggering 67% of his total expenditures, towards advertising, as reported by the Center for Responsive Politics. But what does this hefty sum translate to in practical terms? Take Biden's Who We Are ad, for example. Airing 1,050 times in Iowa between January 3rd and January 14th, this compelling piece cost an estimated $205,670. Meanwhile, President Trump, known for his affinity for the limelight, hasn't shied away from the media battleground either. While he has invested slightly less than Biden, allocating $221.5 million to media buys, his commitment to the cause remains unwavering. Trump's strategy has often leaned towards aggressive negative advertising against Biden, a tactic he adopted as early as 2019. For instance, his coup ad, which aired nationally 3 times between October 3rd and October 8th, 2019, came with a hefty price tag of approximately $386,730. Staff and fundraising. In the complex machinery of campaign spending, one cannot overlook the indispensable role of campaign staff. Joe Biden, recognizing the importance of a dedicated team, has allocated a substantial $43.2 million towards salaries during this election cycle, with an additional $21.4 million earmarked for administrative costs. Field organizers and regional organizing directors command salaries ranging from $46,000 to $57,000 per year, as per Glassdoor's estimates. Contrastingly, President Trump's spending in this domain pales in comparison, with a comparatively modest $18.5 million disbursed for salaries and $41.5 million for administrative fees. While specific salary figures for Trump's campaign staffers remain elusive, Glassdoor suggests software developers earn around $59,000 to $64,000 annually, while office managers receive approximately $31,000 to $34,000. And lastly, fundraising emerges as a cornerstone strategy for both candidates. Biden's campaign has invested $19 million in fundraising efforts, a strategy that has yielded remarkable returns, with campaign funds swelling to a staggering $531 million by August 31st. Conversely, Trump's campaign, while not lacking in fundraising fervor, falls short of Biden's performance, with $16.7 million expended on fundraising activities and $476.3 million raised by the same date. As we look at the ginormous numbers, one question comes to mind. How much does money influence the outcome of an election? The truth is, while money doesn't always guarantee victory, it certainly holds sway over the electoral landscape. Sometimes contributions gravitate towards the candidate already perceived as stronger, reinforcing their dominance. Other times, financial support bolsters the underdog, catalyzing a surge in popularity. Historical data paints a revealing picture. In the realm of politics, the adage "money talks" often rings true. Even during wave elections, where political tides shift dramatically, the candidate with the deepest pockets typically emerges victorious. This trend holds particularly strong in the House of Representatives, but reverberates across both chambers of Congress. Consider these staggering statistics. In the House, the top spending candidate clinched victory a staggering 93.38% of the time in 2022 and 87.71% in the Senate. The pattern persists across election cycles, with the top spender prevailing in overwhelming proportions. From 2000 to 2022, the candidate with the largest war chest consistently secured victory in the majority of races. As we conclude this video, we ask you one tantalizing question. Will the 2024 elections defy this trend, or will history repeat itself once more? Make sure to drop your thoughts down in the comments below.